Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Chemistry with DB. So in this video I am going to explain as to why tertiary alcohols do not oxidize. So we all know that alcohols generally oxidize to form aldehydes, ketones and even carboxylic acids. So what is it that restricts the tertiary alcohols from oxidizing? So in order to understand this, first of all, let's look into the different categories of alcohols, which are primary, secondary and tertiary. Now, how do we identify as to whether an alcohol is which particular category it belongs to? So when you see that the OH group is bonded to a carbon atom, which is bonded to two hydrogens and one alkyl group, then in that case, this will be called a primary alcohol. That means carbon COH is bonded to two hydrogens and one. It could be two hydrogens or three hydrogens if the R group is also hydrogen. Secondary alcohol, when the COH is bonded to two alkyl groups and one hydrogen. And tertiary alcohol is when the OH is bonded to a carbon atom, which in turn is bonded to three alkyl groups. Now, the oxidizing agent, we know that's used for this oxidation reaction generally is acidified potassium dichromate. So we use dilute sulfuric acid and potassium dichromate, and what happens is that the orange color dichromate ions convert to Cr3 plus, which is green in color, and in the process, because dichromate ions are being reduced, so the alcohol gets oxidized. Now let's see what happens in case of oxidation of primary alcohols. Now when primary alcohols oxidize, then the OH group is bonded to this carbon, and so OH group goes out with this hydrogen, which is also on the same carbon. So this is the most simplistic way you can look at this oxidation reaction, that OH bonded to the carbon goes out with hydrogen on the same carbon as water, and this oxidizing agent, the O from here, joins this carbon as a double bond. So as a result you get an aldehyde. Now what happens that when this aldehyde gets further oxidized by the same oxidizing agent, if it was a reflux, then in that case this second oxygen will join the hydrogen over here, forming a carboxylic acid. Now let's see what happens in case of a secondary alcohol. In case of secondary alcohol also exactly the same thing happens, that the OH group bonded to this carbon and H also bonded to the same carbon, these leave as water, and the O from the oxidizing agent joins this carbon as a double bond. So CH3 C double bond O. So you've got propanone here. So this is how the secondary alcohols oxidize to form a ketone, which is propanone in this case. Now tertiary alcohols, you see that this OH is bonded to carbon, which doesn't have any hydrogens. So there is no hydrogen on the carbon in the COH, so therefore no oxidation takes place. I hope this explanation was useful to you and you were able to understand. If you like this video, then please like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to see you on my next video. Bye. Take care.